I think in that kind of situation, it's fine to give to him. If you started offering other plants and so on, that wouldn't be good, but I think, yeah, that would be good. Yes, yeah, as a novice, to make offerings to your seniors, especially offering service, is very, very good. So there, in that thing, you can see if it's somebody that you know well, and if it's something where it would be easy to return it, then you could say to the person, "Thank you so much. It's too big for me. Can I return it and get a smaller one?" Yeah. Or sometimes if you can just go and return it yourself because they wanted you to have that item. And of course they want you to have one that fits. Okay? Yeah, so I think that's okay. Okay, if you accidentally damage or break Sangha property, it's good to replace it. Yeah? Yeah. So people, we need to be careful with things. Because sometimes people get careless around things that belong to the group. They say, "Oh, well, it belongs to the group. If it breaks, then the group will fix, they'll pay for a new one." Or I remember once I was with the Dharma Center and we were inviting a guest teacher to come, and somebody got a very expensive air ticket because, because it was in the mind, oh, well, the group pays for it. Yeah, when a cheaper air ticket was just as convenient for the person who was traveling. Yeah, so we shouldn't have this mind that, oh, it belongs to the group, so if I break it or mistreat it or whatever, it doesn't matter. No, it does matter. Now, of course, if you're, sincerely doing your job and things do break, yeah, cars break, equipment breaks, and things like that. So if it's something like that and you're handling things properly and it breaks, then of course the community fixes it or replaces it. But if it's due to our negligence, we don't put something away so it stays out overnight and it gets rained on or, things like that, we're not taking proper care of Sangha property, then we should replace it. Okay, so that kind of situation, you're asked to do some work, but no instruction where the tool is or how to use it. Well, so there's two things there. One, the person who's guiding you needs to not assume that. But two, you need to ask questions. Whenever somebody asks you to do something, if you don't understand how to do it or you don't know how to use the tool, it's your responsibility to ask. Yeah, because other people can't read our minds. So there's two things here, one person needs not to assume and the other person needs to ask. Well, then you have to just see, if it's just in the natural course of things, what to do. If it's something where you can tell you were really being negligent, then if somebody is asking me personally if I need something, and if it's not something I need, then I say, "Thank you for your kind intention. I really don't need that." If I know another person who does, I'll suggest that they give that thing to the other person. Yeah. If somebody is offering it to the community, unless it's something that's really would, completely counter to what we do, then I think it's nice to accept it. And if we don't use it, we can give it to somebody who does, because it allows that person to create the good karma of giving. No, but if somebody gives something to us, then it is ours. Yeah. So, since sometimes people give us things and then they're like horrified if we give it away. So this is something that all of us have to understand. When we give something, it is no longer ours. So if the other person chooses to give it away, we should rejoice that they're practicing generosity. I had this happen many times with my teacher, make offerings, and then the next person who comes out of the room is carrying what I gave. And I just rejoice, because the thing is, I had the benefit of creating the good karma, of making offering, and it is no longer mine. If I'm after that, checking, are they using it? Are they remembering me? That's my problem. That's my attachment. Yeah? Because we do that. I mean, a lot of times when we travel, like in Singapore, we get so much stuff. That was offered to the community, if we tried to bring back all the food, I mean, we would have to pay so much in overweight. Yeah? So, we bring back what we can. But a lot of the stuff we've asked permission of the community before we've gone. And then those things we give away to other people who come. Yeah? And then that way, because we're doing it with the permission of the community, it's totally kosher. And also the community creates some good karma of offering. Yeah. But if we were to take that thing given to the community and think, oh, this person is my special friend, I'm going to give it to them because they're my special friend. Or if I give it to them, then they'll like me more. That's wrong. That's misusing Sangha property. If it depends on if the donor is making a financial donation
for a certain thing,
and they specify, I'm giving you this money to buy a vest so you'll be warm, and you have a vest, then you say, I have a vest, could I use this money for something else? Okay?
Or if they offer money to buy beds, but we did receive beds, then we ask permission, can we use that money for something else that
Exactly.
needs?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're furnishing things now, so we need money for beds. So then if we collect too much money for beds, then we go back to those people. If people are specifically offering it for beds. If they don't, this is why it's much easier if people just make a general offering without specifying, because then it's easier for us to decide. But some people want to say, oh, you need a bed, I want to offer the beds. So that's fine, and we use that amount for the beds. But then if there's something left over, we go back to that person and say, can we use this for another thing?
And that is very important to do if we forget or something. That is great.
Yeah, it's very important to do that. Yeah. And so that's why, it happened some years ago that somebody said at the end of the retreat, let's collect money for a Tara statue. So a lot of people gave donations for a Tara statue. We still don't have the Tara statue because we don't have the place to put it. So then somebody says, I gave a donation for the Tara statue, where is it? Yeah, and then they become suspicious if we've asked for donations for things. So if we ask for donations for specific things, and then, we'll get a Tara statue, but probably in a few years, then we need to write to those people and say, whoops, we gathered the money too soon, we will, keep this in our account, and we will use it for the Tara statue when we get it. So that people know that we're using their money for the reason that they donated it for. Yeah. But then if we decide not to get a Tara statue, then we have to go back to those people and say, oh, we're not getting a Tara statue. Can we use the money to, get a Chenrezig statue or a Manjushri statue or whatever? Right, you can say that, or you can say we have enough of that, but if you're interested in, nourishing the Sangha, here's something else that could be used. Yeah, she could do it either way. Yeah. Well, we have specific people in charge of different things. Otherwise, the community, if we don't assign different responsibilities to different people, we'll spend all day having a meeting about how much popcorn we'll accept. Okay? So that's why, there's kind of different people taking charge of different things. We aren't always so clear in that, so it would be good, I think, this year to get a little bit clearer, because we're growing, and kind of see, give people different responsibilities. And it's nice to have two people in charge of something so that people can talk, because one person may say, well, we have no space to store it, but there's only 5 cans there and they're going to run out in a month. And somebody else may say, oh, but I know where to store it. And then, that person wants to give it now, and so it's easy to accept it now.